What if your breakthrough wasn't hidden in effort, but in 6 simple digits? Starting in the second week of December 2025, a unique cosmic alignment will open a door. This isn't about chance. It's about a vibrational key, a moment where universal forces converge to reshape your material and spiritual reality. Now, some may dismiss this as mere folklore, but ancient traditions and modern thinkers alike recognize a pattern. Existence doesn't just happen, it converses. If you observe, many who thrive acknowledge these subtle energetic currents influencing their decisions and their flow of abundance. So if you've been sensing a deeper rhythm beneath the surface of daily life, you're already listening. The cosmos communicates, often through a silent language, and one of its most potent dialects is numerical. But this goes beyond basic luck. This is about a sacred alignment, a spiritual aperture, where specific vibrations are amplified by celestial motion. See it as the universe extending a brief but powerful hand, a rare opportunity to elevate your prosperity, sharpen your vision, and find profound inner stillness. Through the lens of timeless mystic philosophy, we've studied these coming planetary shifts, particularly those influenced by Mercury and Venus, and how they interface with human consciousness, intention, and fate. What emerged were 6 significant numerals. They are not arbitrary, they are informed by ancient insight and synchronized with the distinct energetic field of this approaching astrological window. And I'll share a crucial hidden 7th key at the very end for those ready to fully unlock this moment. So, if you're prepared to align with this rare frequency, take a steadying breath, center yourself, and open your awareness to receive. Like this video, subscribe to Mystic Philosophy, and comment "I am open to receive." Let's begin. Number 36 is not merely a figure, it's a reflection. A reflection that shows you both your current state and the potential. Waiting if you cease avoiding your own truth. Authentic transformation rarely springs from turmoil or sudden drastic choices. Often it starts with a silent recognition, a knowing that you are done living a life crafted to meet others' expectations, uphold an image, or avoid disruption. This number arrives as a signal. You have evolved past the self that diminishes its light to keep others at ease. Most of us know that inner stirring, a longing for more depth, more significance, more genuine aliveness. Yet what is our usual response? We suppress it. We call it impractical, naive, or simply too much trouble. But what if that quiet voice was actually your core authenticity speaking? That is the call of 36. It isn't a demand for reckless upheaval. It's an invitation to evolve. Not rebellion for drama's sake, but a conscious choice to become someone your future self will deeply appreciate. Let's explore its parts. The digit 3 embodies your creative essence, your unique expression, the part of your spirit yearning to break from old cycles and manifest something real and truly yours. It's your joy, your honest laugh, that project you've delayed. It's the aspect of you that lives unapologetically. And the 6, that is your stability, your foundation. It's the calm wisdom confirming you can be bold while remaining balanced. It's the part that understands how to nurture your dreams and build a life of purpose with care. Together they forge harmony between vision and duty, between your authentic self and the mature groundwork needed to sustain it. In mystic thought, liberation isn't found by clutching the past. It's found in release and faith in what is emerging. Ask yourself, what outmoded definition of success are you still guarding? That career that looks impressive but feels empty inside. That relationship offering routine but no expansion. That limiting story whispering you're not prepared. Releasing isn't failing. It is making space for clarity, for new energy, for forward motion. To align with 36 feet's vibration first, reconnect to your inner spark. Forget objectives for a moment. What truly makes you feel vibrant? Remember 3 instances when you felt completely present and inwardly illuminated. Pick one and intentionally recreate it this week. Do it not for an audience, but for your own soul. Second, practice inner honesty. What is one belief, label, or untruth you've been carrying like a shield? Write it down, not to keep it, but to let it go. Destroy the paper with purpose. Breathe it out. Third, observe your environment, who genuinely supports your growth and who subtly encourages you to stay small. Energy transfers. Some prefer the confined version of you. Others are eager to witness your full bloom. Choose your circle wisely, for they either lift you or hold you down. The cosmos doesn't require your perfection. It asks for your readiness. Ready to stop seeking approval. Ready to move, not with total certainty, but with courage. Number 12. A numeral we seldom truly see. It's woven into our daily fabric, visible yet overlooked. 12 hours on the clock face, 12 months in our calendar, a dozen eggs. But what if 12 is less a count and more a prompt? A prompt that life doesn't merely occur, it pulses in cycles. And these cycles speak volumes if we listen. Observe the natural world. Seasons transition patiently. The tide ebbs and flows. There is an inherent rhythm. And 12 rests at the heart of this pattern, an unseen anchor keeping the flow intact. It appears in lunar phases, in astrological signs, in our body's natural rhythms. When a pattern repeats across so many layers of reality, you don't dismiss it. You pay attention. Yet 12 holds a deeper philosophical key. Within mystic teachings, it maps the journey of human experience. You might know of the 12 links of dependent origination. Don't be daunted by the name. See them as a sequential chart of how suffering arises, how we become entangled, and crucially, how we can find freedom. Have you ever fallen into an anxiety spiral and wondered where it truly began? That's not accidental. It's a link in a longer sequence. It could have originated with a single memory, a childhood impression, a comment from years past. The essence is interconnection. Every choice, every emotional response is part of a web deeper than the immediate surface. For a symbol of how to proceed, consider the tiger, revered in Eastern lore for its potent grace. The tiger doesn't pursue chaos. It doesn't roar without cause. It observes, it waits. It moves when the moment is precisely right. That is the wisdom 12 invites. Don't merely react. Don't chase impulsively. Act with awareness. Speak with intent. Step forward when alignment feels true, not when fear shouts. The energy of 12 doesn't push you ahead, it guides you back to your core integrity, your mindful presence, your inner truth. And if this message resonates with that calm, knowing part within you, consider a gesture of acknowledgement. Tapping the thanks button is a simple act of dana, heartfelt giving without expectation. And as with all sacred cycles, what you offer with sincerity finds its way back to you. Number 24. The quiet template for inner sovereignty. Our world often celebrates volume, louder voices, swifter hot takes, snap judgments. But what if your real authority stemmed not from being noisy, but from being deeply calm? There exists a potent strength that doesn't engage in competition. It doesn't seek the stage. It simply is, grounded, composed, unshakable. That is the serene force of 24. You won't find this number clamoring for validation. It doesn't glitter with excitement or demand focus. Instead, it functions like the bedrock of a great mountain, solid, silent, and fundamentally necessary. As the second week of December 2025 unfolds, this frequency softly enters your sphere, asking for little but offering much: lucidity, emotional steadiness, and deep internal harmony. This number isn't here to amuse your diversions, it's here to gently draw you from them. Ponder this: when did you last feel truly here? Not just bodily in a location, but wholly aware, connected to your breath, your decisions, your aims. 24 encourages a recalibration not via withdrawal, but through rooted presence. It reminds you that you don't need to sprint to validate your worth. Sometimes, standing firm with quiet purpose alters everything. Let's decode it. 2 signifies empathy and intuitive wisdom. It's the aspect of you that senses when to engage, when to simply hold space, and when to trust the intangible. It flourishes in genuine connection. 4 is your internal architecture, the part that shows up consistently even when fatigued, the part that values rhythm, constructs supportive habits, and remains steady amid disorder. It's your unwavering base. Combined, they form 24, a powerful blend of heart and framework, compassion and order. It's what enables a person to be receptive enough to understand and resilient enough to guide. Mystic traditions speak to this equilibrium. The great sages taught not through force, but through profound presence. Their stillness was influential, their awareness was their power. They didn't overpower, they aligned. That is the essence of 24. Strength in serenity, wisdom in moderation, influence in being. In symbolic tradition, this energy reflects the rabbit, calm, keenly observant, adaptable. The rabbit doesn't depend on raw force, it thrives through alertness, sensitivity, and impeccable timing. It doesn't resist the flow, it moves within it, harmonizing with the universe's rhythm. So, how to welcome this frequency? Start by decelerating. Upon waking, don't hurry. Don't grab your device. Sit, breathe, let the day arrive gently. Throughout your hours, speak with deliberation, not haste. Make actions mindful, not automatic. Crucially, let your centered energy lead, not your anxiety. Because 24 doesn't battle your chaos, it peacefully dissolves it. But you must be quiet enough to perceive it, still enough to sense it, present enough to accept it. If you're still listening, you already feel it. True success surpasses currency. Real wealth is more than possessions. It's peace, clarity, presence. And once that foundation is set, abundance naturally follows. Let's turn to the number 18. Don't think of it as a digit to recall, but as a resonance to experience. Because 18 is a vibrational invitation to return to yourself in an era that endlessly pulls your focus. We're told to fix our minds, master concentration, banish distraction. But what if your mind doesn't require repair or forced calm? What if it merely needs room to expand? The essence of 18 reveals that lucidity doesn't originate in control. It blossoms from gentle curiosity. Imagine your mind not as clutter to organize, but as a wild garden that becomes magnificent when given light, freedom, and patience. Those episodes of overanalysis, sudden insight, or mental haze aren't malfunctions. They are indicators of your vibrant inner life. Begin by reclaiming just 18 minutes daily, not for output or self-improvement, just for being. Disconnect from digital noise. Leave your phone elsewhere. Sit in quiet or let your hand wander across a page. Watch clouds drift. Doodle aimlessly. Breathe deeply without hunting for meaning. These aren't indulgences, they are sacred practices of presence. Next, do something novel. Break your routine without a logical reason. The universe responds to movement, not flawless execution, and when you shift your patterns, you allow your spirit to stretch in forgotten ways. Ancient wisdom reminds us the way is not to command your thoughts, but to witness them. When we cease judging the internal turbulence, we start to comprehend it, and from that space, genuine understanding quietly surfaces. This is the pulse of 18, a spiritual rhythm urging you to loosen your grip, to surrender, to trust. Because in that surrender, life begins. To flow with you, not against you. And if these words touch your essence, consider offering a gift through the thanks button, not as transaction, but as a sacred energy exchange. What you give from the heart returns manifold in serenity, insight, and unforeseen grace. Number 48. The silent designer of enduring achievement. Have you ever felt you're diligently working, maintaining consistency, showing up day after day, yet it seems invisible? It's as if you're constructing something monumental brick by brick while the world passes by, applauding only flashes and quick wins. That is precisely when the energy of 48 enters your journey, not to offer loud praise, but to whisper something more vital. The truest work occurs unseen. In a culture chasing viral spikes and instant recognition, 48 is your spiritual foundation. It doesn't signify noise. It represents advancement that happens in the background, steady, patient, deliberate. It's like nurturing a seed daily, even when the soil shows no sign of life. It's not about velocity, it's about remaining rooted in your purpose, especially when outcomes remain hidden. Let's unpack it. The digit 4 relates to structure and discipline, your personal rituals, the spiritual practices no one witnesses. It's rising early when you're weary. It's reading one more chapter, making the aligned choice, selecting integrity over applause. This number grounds you. It asks you to build not for visibility but for resilience, so when winds blow, you remain steadfast. Now introduce the number 8, a dynamic symbol of karma, equilibrium and abundance, not solely material. This is about energetic return. Every small effort invested in your growth, your healing, your craft, is a spiritual deposit. And 8 assures you the universe keeps perfect account. The reward may not be immediate, but it is inescapable. Fused, 48 becomes the vibration of relentless quiet momentum. You are not late, you are simply not hastening. It's the energy of someone constructing something sacred, something that needn't yell to have meaning. Philosophical teachings echo this. A vessel fills drop by drop, each mindful act, each choice of patience over panic, growth over ego, focus over distraction, adds another drop. And when it overflows, the world witnesses what you knew all along. So, here is 48 Feet's reminder: you don't need a spotlight to be successful, you need inner congruence. Keep showing up, keep building. Your moment isn't merely approaching, it's being sculpted with each quiet step you take now. And what comes next? The final key isn't about linear progress. It's a spiritual pivot where an older self gently recedes and a brighter, stronger version emerges. Stay with me. We arrive at the 7th and final key, the number 8. Don't see this as an ending, see it as a commencement wrapped in stillness. The number 8 doesn't clamor for attention, yet holds a profound depth most glance over. At first glance, 8 seems commonplace, but its wisdom is in its form. Turn it on its side, and it becomes the symbol of infinity, a soft reminder that growth and prosperity are not endpoints. They are eternal cycles. Upright, it stands as two balanced circles in perfect harmony. This is more than a numeral, it's an emblem of internal alignment. 8 doesn't pursue. It doesn't cry out for results. It doesn't race to prove its value. Instead, it imparts one of the most potent lessons for spiritual and worldly life. Genuine abundance springs not from frenzy, but from calm, centered flow. In timeless paths, this energy is embedded in principles like the Eightfold Path. 8 guiding tenets that are not abstract ideals, but daily practices for crafting a mindful, fulfilled existence: right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. These are a blueprint for balance. When lived, they forge an inner stability that magnetically draws outer success. Here is your invitation. From Mystic Philosophy, dedicate 8 minutes each day to sit in silence. No distractions, just breathe. Perform 8 small unseen acts of kindness this week without any expectation. Write 8 intentions, 4 for tangible growth, 4 for inner peace. These simple acts carry weight because the number 8 isn't about dramatic upheaval. It's about subtle realignment, and when your internal energy shifts, your external reality begins to follow. The universe speaks loudest in the quiet between thoughts. Your readiness to receive is the most powerful signal you can send. So take one final deep breath. Let all we've explored settle within you. These numbers are more than symbols. They are frequencies. silent companions on your path toward wealth, peace, and profound purpose. If this resonated, please like this video. It truly supports this channel. Subscribe to Mystic Philosophy and comment below with "I trust the signs," because sometimes all transformation requires is one aware, open moment. I'll see you in the next video.